no need to make this diagram like this. You have to show demand of T over there, and there you have to show the price of T. Then you have to make the effect of other factor on the law of demand, as per law of demand, on the demand curve of T. So this is the diagram you no need to make. You have to make the diagram in the same way like this. Shift in the, like, you have to show in the quantity demanded of T here, and then price of T here. Then you will show the effect on demand curve by the other factor over there. Here the topic which is left, that is the kinds of demand. This is the last topic, price demand. Price demand refers to the relationship between the price and demand of the commodity, as you have discussed also assuming other factor constant as per law of demand. So this is the price demand. Now the income demand. Income demand basically refers to the situation where income of the consumer and quantity demand of the commodity, they are having the relation, and assuming other factors are constant. Basically only income factor that will be active in the case of income demand. Now the cross demand. In the case of cross demand, it refers to the relationship between the demand of a given commodity and the price of its substitute goods or complementary goods, means its related goods, and all the other factor remain constant. So this can be the cross demand. Now the joint demand. When two or more goods are demanded jointly, then to satisfy one particular want, that is called a joint demand, like demand for sugar and milk and tea. They are serve as a joint demand, and they are demanded together to prepare tea. Now in the case of composite demand, when a commodity is put to several uses, then that is known as composite demand, like the demand for electricity, demand for milk, for various purposes, that is composite demand. Now what is the derived demand? When a commodity is demanded, and which demand of that commodity which depends upon the demand of other goods, that is known as the derived demand. Like demand for labor producing cloth is a derived demand, and depends upon the demand for cloth. So because when there is a demand of cloth, only then in this case only the demand for labor will be there. So likewise it is known as a derived demand. Now the direct demand, when commodity is demanded directly by the consumer to satisfy the demand directly, so that is known as direct demand, like demand for clothes, books, table that you need, that is a direct demand. Now the alternative demand. Demand is known as alternative demand, basically when it can be satisfied by different alternatives. Likewise there are different options are there for a particular demand, like you are feeling hungry and you need and you can fulfill your need by having chapati, rice, salad, fruits, that examples are given over there. That is alternative demand. The demand can be shifted from one to another because that demand can be fulfilled by many you can say many alternatives. Now competitive demand. That is competitive demand because two goods are close substitute for each other, they are in the competition with each other, and increase in demand for one definitely decrease in demand for the other. That is a competitive demand, and that is basically the increase in the demand for coffee might reduce the demand for tea, and same with the Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they are having the competition with each other, that is competitive demand. So you have to just learn the definition of cross demand. No need to make the diagram in this way. This so you have to make demand of tea and price of tea. This is okay demand, but no need to make the diagram where demand for tea and then price of coffee is to be given over there. These two diagrams you no need to follow here, and this one on the same page. Now by solving the practical, we are having price, household A, household B, household C, and market demand. Here you are having the total of demand you are having over there, and now the two demands are over there, A and C. And what about B? You can calculate 52 minus 22 minus 12, you will get the household demand of B. So that you can calculate, because 52 is the summation of household A, B, C, and now 72 is the summation of household A, B, C, that is 16 plus 24 plus 32. So you have to calculate this. So if you will deduct the demand for household A and C from the total, then you will get the household demand of B. That is very easy for you. And here from the given situation, that price is given, demand is given, X and Y, and you have to Y, Z, and you have to make market demand. Then you have to add up demand of X, Y, Z all, then you will get the market demand. Likewise you will get the market demand by adding up the demand of X, Y, and Z. Likewise this. Now the question third, the following table shows the expenditure which Amit is willing to spend on commodity X at various price level of price, prepare demand schedule of the Amit. So that is the price, and that is the expenditure over there, and you have to calculate the demand. You can calculate the demand for a particular units dividing expenditure by price. Then this is the quantity in units which is in the terms of demand in units that you can calculate. So this type of numerical can come. Another example 4 is there. The demand function of a commodity of X is given, Qx is equal to 12 minus 2px. Likewise in this equation, if you will put the value of P, price, then you will get the quantity demanded. So prepare the schedule price varies from 6 to 1. So first you have to put up the 6 price over there, then you will get 6 to the 12, 12 minus 12 0, quantity demanded is 0 over there, like for 6 you will get 0. Now if you will put say 5 over there, then you will get 5 to the 10, 12 minus 10 you will get 2, quantity demanded 2 over there. Now 4, if you will put 4 in the place of price, then you will get 4 to the 8, and 12 minus 8 you will get 4. Now at the while putting 3 price, 3 to the 6, 12 minus 6 you will get 6 units for the quantity. This is the equation where you have to put the price over there, and then multiply by 2, then you have to deduct minus 12. Now you have to put 2 price over there, 2 to the 4, 4 minus 12 minus 4, 8. 8 is the quantity demanded, because that is the quantity demanded which is to be calculated by this equation. Then you have to put 1 price over there, and then you will get the quantity demanded of 10 units over there. And likewise you have to make the table 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you will get the quantity demanded 0 to 4, 6, 8, and you just calculate it with this equation, because that has been set in the question that price varies from 6 to 1. So you have to put the price from 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3 to 1 over there. So in the fifth example, you have to say that there are 3 consumer and quantity demanded like this. They are giving the equation for the 3 consumer. They didn't tell the exactly demand in the whole number. So you have to add up all these for calculating market demand. 30 minus 2p plus 40 plus minus 3p plus 50 minus 4p. By adding up, you will get 120 minus 9p, and this is the market demand. Fine. So at the price of 10 rupees per unit. Fine. This is a question of example 5th, and now the example 6 with the help of the demand function. This is again they are giving the equation. You will put price over there and you will get the quantity demanded. Answer the following equation. Calculate demand at price of 2. So first put 2 at the place of p, then you will get 5 into 2, 10, then the quantity demanded will be 30. But you have to show in the paper, likewise that is just given in the solution. Calculate price when demand will be 0. When demand will be 0, now you have to put 0 over there, and then you have to calculate the price. It means price will be 8. At price 8, quantity demanded will be 0. Nobody want to purchase the product at 8 price. Calculate demand when prices will be 0. When price is 0, then you will get the quantity demanded 30, that is basically 0, 0, then 40 units. So definitely quantity demanded will be 40 units, and when price will be 0, then quantity demanded of 40 units. That you have to calculate in this way. The question can come in this equation. The equation will be always be like this. Fine. So here another numerical given in the theory of demand, that is suppose there are 2 consumers in the market for a good, and their demand function are as follows. What is the demand function? Demand of P, demand function of first consumer, that is 20 minus P. For any price less than or equal to 15. If the price is less than or equal to 15, then it is the demand equation. Same is here, 30 minus 2p for any price less than or equal to 15. Otherwise demand will be 0 in both the cases. So when the price will be 15 or less than 15, only then consumer will buy, otherwise demand will be 0. So at market demand at this price, that is the price is equal to 15 or less than that, market demand will be, by adding up these two, you will get the market demand 50 minus 3p. Demand, that is a market demand. That is given over there, market demand dp, that is given. So there is one is represented for one consumer, second is represented for second consumer. Now they have to calculate the market, so that is why they written d market p, demand for market. Now that is market demand 50 minus 3p for any price less than or equal to 15, otherwise demand will be 0. So market demand will be 0 at any price greater than 15. Fine. Now the second question, suppose that there are 20 consumers for a good and they have identical demand function 10 minus 3p. So all are having the same demand function 10 minus 3p for any price less or equal to 10 by 3. Now d1p means demand of first consumer 0 at any price greater than 10 by 3. If price will be more than 10 by 3, then there will be 0 demand. What is the market demand function over there? Now here there are 20 consumers, all have the identical demand function, that is 10 minus 3p. So dp is equal to 10 minus 3p multiply by 20, because all the 20 consumers are having the same identical function. So in the case of market demand, you have to add up 20 minus 3p 20 times, or you have to multiply like this. So here is the market demand 200 minus 60p. This is the market demand, and that is for any price which is less than or equal to 10 by 3. And if the market demand will be 0 in case price is greater than 10 by 3. So this is the market function which you have to make. It's very easy. Now consider a market where there are just 2 consumers, and suppose there are demand for goods are given as follows. Price is there, demand is there for 2 consumer, and here market demand is given, that is adding up demand 1 and demand 2, you will get the market demand likewise.